Now, I'm not saying you need to become a genius overnight, but if you stop learning every day, even in tiny ways, your mind starts to go backwards. And most people don't notice until they feel foggy, unmotivated, or stuck. Now here's the harsh truth, your brain is built to change. That is the whole point of neuroplasticity. When you challenge your brain, it strengthens the connections, and when you do the same thing every day with no challenge, the brain prunes away what you're not using. Think of it like this, if you stop using a muscle, it doesn't stay the same, it gets weaker. Your brain works the same way. And the thing is, if you're not deliberately learning, you're accidentally declining. And most people think the enemy is failure when it's not. The enemy is comfort. When you're only consuming what you already agree with or do the same routine and avoid anything that makes you feel like a beginner, your brain stops building new pathways. It's a mental rust. And mental rust shows up as slower thinking, less creativity, shorter attention span, and feeling like your life is on repeat. Now, if you're not feeding your brain with intentional learning, something else will feed it. And usually that something else is endless scrolling, drama, notifications on your phone, or junk content that's designed to keep you in the same place. That is not rest. That is mental hijacking. It trains your brain to crave quick dopamine instead of deep focus. You don't lose your mind all at once, okay? You leak it 5 minutes at a time. Now, how do you protect your identity? Well, when you stop learning, you'll start saying things like, I'm just not good at that. I'm too old for that. It's not for someone like me. That's not true. That is a shrinking identity. That learning keeps your identity flexible. It reminds you that you are still someone who can grow. Now here's the solution. It's not complicated, it's consistent. Pick one skill for 30 days, not 10. One example of this is public speaking, as it trains your brain to talk about a certain topic, or even like writing stuff as well gets your brain going because you're creatively writing something that your brain is coming up with. Now step 2 is learning for 10 minutes a day. So read or watch one focused tutorial, take notes. Don't multitask, because multitasking overloads your brain with too many tasks and it will only make it worse. Step 3 is producing something tiny. This is the secret. Learning without producing is entertainment. So every day create a small output, whether that be one paragraph summary of something, one idea you can teach, 1 minute of practice for something, or even one edit you try for your next video if you're a creator. Now a good one to do is to end with one sentence, like tomorrow I will continue with. This makes it easy to restart. And obviously most of us these days tend to consume more than create, as I've done a previous video on this, so you can watch that on my channel. But basically a lot of people are spending too much time consuming content rather than creating, and it's only making your brain worse and worse. And because we're just scrolling, we're becoming more and more lazy, which then means that we don't read books or write anything that gets our brain going with the creativity and imagination. So what I'd recommend doing is grabbing a piece of paper and writing down a small summary or a small story that gets your brain going with creativity and imagination. That will then train your brain to start thinking imagination again, and your creativity will realign back to normal. I would also recommend grabbing some non-fiction books, as that would mean that you can grab something to learn, whether it be to do with science or anything, any topic that you can learn from. And if you're not in school, even more of a way to do it, because in school we are, we're all around the different information and we're learning, whereas as soon as you leave school, you end up becoming a flat line of learning and you don't tend to learn as much. So it's important that you continue that learning once you leave school or college or university. Because when we're working, yes, we still learn stuff, but we don't learn stuff as much as what our brain needs as when we're in school. So if you take one thing from this video, make it this. Your mind is not protected by motivation, it's protected by daily practice. Start ridiculously small, 10 minutes every day, because not learning every day is not neutral. It's a slow mental decline. And if this video helped you, then please be sure to subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to like, because I'm making more videos about building a sharper mind and better life. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another video.